Good morning. I hope you all are well this morning. My name is Chelsea. If you're new here, I live in Southwest Michigan, growing zone 5B, 6A, depending on what map you look at. And the backyard garden is ready. It's in. It's thriving after some crazy weather we've had. So I'm going to show you what's growing in my backyard garden. I predominantly do raised bed gardening back here. I do have one area where I grow corn. It used to be tomatoes, and now I grow corn there. So let's go through the garden, but first I have to let the chickens out for the day. They are anxiously awaiting. So I'll start here at my green stock. This year I am doing just lettuces for fresh salads. I have already picked 3 times. I've already cut everything down 3 different times. We've gotten 2 gallons of salad already. And I've got a few herbs in here as well. I need to cut some more. The parsley I need to cut, and then this dill needs to be cut. And if you cut them, they will just continue to grow all season. So I'll cut, see that new growth right there? That's just gonna continue. The more you cut, the more it grows. So I've got a couple little mammoth basil down here, and they're just now starting to take off. Again, we've had some of the craziest weather I've ever seen in my many years of living here. So here's a quick little overview, and then we'll go through and I'll tell you what I've got planted. Got a couple pickling cucumbers here that will go up onto this trellis. Tomatoes, you guys, these tomatoes got beat all to you know what, but they look like they're coming back slowly but surely. Ugh, makes me so sad. So in this little section right here, I have about 16 corn planted, and then down there, that is my other corn area. Hi, ladies. Got some nasturtiums. I love these, and so do the bugs. They are great to have in your garden. Not only are they beautiful, they attract lots of pollinators, but they also are like a trap flower. Because as you can see, the bugs will eat these instead of my plants. For flowers, I've got some dahlias and some sweet alyssum growing along the border here. I think that's going to look really pretty once they, mature and take off. I've also got some more tomatoes here. These Brussels sprouts I thought were goners, you guys. I really did, but they're coming back and I'm so happy. Yes. I have lots of volunteer butternut squash from last year. Not butternut, honey nut. They're popping up all over. I'm probably not going to keep all of them. I'll probably keep 1 or 2 plants just because they will take over. And then I've got some yellow squash here. This celery was left over from last year. I had some celery plants that I did not pull up, and that came back. Fun fact, where I live, my city used to be the world's largest producer of celery. Yeah, for the entire world. How crazy is that? So I did not know they would come back. If they don't produce true celery stalks, that's okay. I am going to use that to make celery salt with. So it's a win-win. You know, I didn't have to plant it. It came back. And so did these potatoes. I've got them popping up everywhere. The front garden too. They're just popping up. I guess I missed a couple potatoes from last year's harvest. So this bed I have planted, I think there's 50 bush green beans. I just planted those yesterday. So those will take about 10 days to come up. And then these are peppers. I had to replace all of my peppers because of the weather, which, you know, I'm glad that I could support my local small business, but it was a real bummer to have to do, because I do start all of my vegetables from seed. That was a lot of time and care and electricity, right? Running the lights and stuff. So it was pretty sad, but we're gonna, I think perseverance is the name of this garden season, because we have faced so many challenges here where I live. And I know lots of people across the states have as well. This year has just been the most wild year for weather. I simply cannot remember a time when weather has ever been like this. So in betwixt the weeds, I do have some carrots growing. And I just kind of like sprinkled them all over. There was no rhyme or reason. The old dump and swoosh method. These are all volunteer calendulas. I planted calendula, I think 4 or 5 years ago, and I used to have them here in the wood chips, and the seeds just kept falling, and every year I just let them do their thing, and they just volunteer. They come back all over the place, and I love calendula. I like it for tea, and then I also make a calendula salve that really helps with skin irritation. It's good for your face, all the things. So that's what's growing in my backyard garden. I will do a front yard garden update soon, but it's taken us 4 days to get everything cleaned up in our backyard. We're still working on the front yard. I had to put everything back together. It was like just such a mess. Like literally like a tornado came through. Well, because it did. So, yeah, we still got lots of cleanup to do, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update and show you what's growing in my backyard. I hope you stay tuned for the front yard garden. My front yard garden looks completely different than it has for the past couple years, so stick around to see that. And until next time, my friends, abundance and blessings to you, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.